case you didn't know, my name is Mr. A.O.K. And don't you dare forget the Mr. Oliver Sawyer, this #1 Contenders match at American Lucha in the Lucha Dome, it ain't gonna be no walk in the park. See, I'm gonna remember when I say that at the end of the day, Mr. A.O.K. don't play.
American Lucha Wrestling, it's been months, it's been almost 6 months since Oliver Sawyer has wrestled in this building, in the Lucha Dome. This building is like a second home to me. And tonight, I get the opportunity to go one-on-one with Mr. A.O.K. in a #1 contendership for J.R. Miller's Lucha X title. And I promise you, I'm not taking this opportunity lightly. Mr. A.O.K., me and you, we've had our battles, we've had our wars. Tonight's just the next chapter, and I promise you, as a new man, I'm coming out on top.
It is good to be back, everybody. My name is Andrew Vandellis, here to bring you one more edition of Lucha X here in the Lucha Dome in Burlington, North Carolina. We have got Mr. A.O.K. making his Lucha X debut against a Lucha X division staple, Oliver Sawyer, as these two men lock up. Sawyer with the wrist lock now. Oliver Sawyer stepped away from the ring the past few months to take care of some personal things. We're glad to see him back here in an ALW and Lucha X ring. Sawyer, a former Lucha X contender, faced off against the likes of Chuck Edwards. These two have met before, especially in Firestar Pro Wrestling down the road in Greensboro. Their last meeting, Oliver Sawyer got the best of, but a lot more stakes on the line here in this one. Neither man really getting an advantage here to start out. The two bulls lock horns in the center again. What is on the line, you ask? Well, the winner of this match goes on to face either J.R. Miller or Ali Primo for the Lucha X Championship in the future. Nice little roll through by Oliver Sawyer into a pinning combination. Could it be over before it begins? No. Sawyer almost transitioning into a heel hook, a leg lock of some sorts. The in-ring technical experience of Oliver Sawyer coming in handy, even if he hasn't stepped in a ring in 6 months. Love to see it, and he's flexing a little bit for Mr. A.O.K. Mr. A.O.K. only began his journey in wrestling last year in 2021. He was a graduate of the Firestar Pro Wrestling Academy. And now both of these men once again jockeying for position. Some leverage here in the opening sequences of this match, this #1 contendership on the line. The ability of Sawyer to ground Mr. A.O.K. just by having control of that left arm is something remarkable, to say the least.
How many rope breaks you need, my boy?
How many rope breaks? You heard that there from Oliver Sawyer. Talking some smack, he's not afraid to. I wouldn't be either. Both of these men products of the Firestar Pro Wrestling Academy, but Oliver Sawyer made his way through the Brave and Black School. Class number 20, that is Seth Rollins' school in Davenport, Iowa. Mr. A.O.K. finding himself in a little bit of a tough spot here in the chin lock of Oliver Sawyer. Able to get out of it with some strikes. And now Mr. A.O.K. looking for things to be A.O.K. here in this matchup. Sorry, not sorry about that. And now he's got Sawyer in the corner. Not using those sportsman-like tactics there. Taking his time, you know, taking some liberties with the referee's count, as you'd like to say. Sawyer, that split-second decision, that miscalculation from Mr. A.O.K. choosing to showboat here in the Lucha Dome. Instead, Oliver Sawyer for at least 1 second now. Back up again. A.O.K. ducks the clothesline backdrop right onto the neck of Oliver Sawyer. Is this it? Cover 1, 2, and a kick out. But you see Sawyer clutching the back of his neck there. Ooh, open palm strike from Sawyer. And a boots return from A.O.K. Sorry, Mr. A.O.K., if you didn't hear in the promo. It's not just A.O.K. Now Mr. A.O.K. looking to tee off in the corner. Nice shoulder tackle. Sawyer saw something. He saw an opening with the strikes to the back, but no, the power of Mr. A-OK has to halt the offense of Oliver Sawyer. Now once again relying on that power. Nice textbook power slam there. And now Mr. A-OK hitting the ropes. Nice little strut. Oh, but nobody home on the leg drop. Once again, these split-second decisions to taunt instead of capitalize might be costing Mr. A-OK right now, but he's teeing up well against Oliver Sawyer. But Sawyer now seeming to find an answer to all of Mr. A-OK's strikes. Oh, a closed fist. Now that I don't get. That you're just interrupting the pace of the action here. Come on, let these two fight. Because when you do that, that's exactly what you get. You get a fired up Oliver Sawyer who ducks the clothesline into a dragon suplex right on the neck, dumping Mr. A-OK, rolls him over into the cover. 1, 2, no, a kick out. And now the momentum swinging back into the favor of Oliver Sawyer. Oh, A-OK, shin breaker lifting him up off the ground and now transitions over into a single leg Boston Crab. And look at that, some experience from the man who's only been in this business for under a year, dragged Oliver Sawyer away from the ropes, and that might have been, that inch difference might be the outcome here in the match, might be the deciding factor. No! Sawyer gets to the ropes. Mr. A-OK has no choice but to break the hold. What a debut for Mr. A-OK, grounding Sawyer for the meantime. Snapmare, Sawyer in control once again, lifts him up. Cannot get up Mr. A-OK. You see, that knee might be trying. Oh, that knee's trying, it's buckling though. Mr. A-OK, oh my God, into a pinning combination. He's gonna steal it, no. Kick out from Sawyer. A-OK in plain sight of the referee with the chain. I don't know what's going through his head right now. Desperation time, backslide, attempt, successful. 1, 2. Oliver Sawyer picks up the win. Wow. Oliver Sawyer, you saw Mr. A-OK go for that chain, try to get the advantage. And again, a split-second decision allows Oliver Sawyer to roll up Mr. A-OK and pick up a win in his return to the Lucha Dome. Sawyer can call himself the #1 contender, and look who was watching very closely to that one, the Lucha X champion J.R. Miller. Also the Future Stars champion, all the gold around the waist of that man, who, if he is successful in defeating Ali Primo in his upcoming title defense, will meet Oliver Sawyer for the Lucha X Championship. Both of these men staring daggers between champion and #1 contender. Sawyer wants to fight right now. Will Miller accept?
You want to do this or what? Get in the ring and let's go.
On his time. Miller's actually entering the ring. Now this is tense. You could hear a pin drop in here. You could cut the tension with a knife.
Sure will. I see.
Well, the champion has made it clear. J.R. Miller wants to do this on his terms.
Tonight is my first time back at ALW, and I'm going against Bobby Wasabi? I don't know what his name is. He has some kind of Muay Thai background, but see, I've actually had a real fight in ALW. I fought the legend Victor Andrews, and tonight, Bobby, you're gonna step into a fight. This ain't gonna be a match. This is gonna be me beating you and giving the respect I deserve.
My name is Bobby Wasabi. I'm a Muay Thai veteran of 15 fights, and now I'm taking my talents to the American Lucha ring. Now, Mr. Steampunk here, he can have a lot to say, but when facts come down to it, kicking ass is what I do best. Now, whether it's turning his leg into a Slim Jim, crushing his liver or breaking every bone in his body, it doesn't really matter to me. Because at the end of the day, I break bones and I take souls. So if you want to see what Bobby Wasabi's all about, then tune into this match.
Welcome back to the action, everybody. Once again, here to bring you another Lucha X Showcase match. This time, the second of our doubleheader. We've got Steampunk Myzery making his return back to the Lucha Dome for the first time in almost 2 years. This time taking on newcomer Bobby Wasabi, and you see Myzery talking some smack to the former 3-time Muay Thai and kickboxing champion. You guys know that steampunk means retro-futuristic, and looking at Myzery, yeah, makes sense. We'll see if it holds up in the ring. Wasabi. No, he didn't pull your hair. No. Unfazed Bobby Wasabi, not here to play games, he's here for a fight. That's what Steampunk said in the promo before that, he's here for a fight. You can't doubt that Bobby Wasabi did not show up to the Lucha Dome to kick some ass. Bobby Wasabi trained by Badge of Honor and Sunshine Performance Training over in the Apex, North Carolina area. After close to 20 fights, now transitioning over into the world of professional wrestling. Now Wasabi just tossing Myzery around, arm drag, this time keeping control of that left arm. Last place you want to find yourself is on the ground with someone who knows what they're doing. Who knows how to make you tap, snap, or break your bones in any way that they want. But Myzery, the more veteran experience in the ring coming in handy now, able to get to the ropes. This time now, off the ropes, Wasabi with the hip toss. And now, the striking background, the Muay Thai, kickboxing background of Bobby Wasabi coming in handy here. A third strike, now going for a fourth. Maybe one too many, now it's Myzery using the ring and Wasabi's tights to his advantage. Can't say it's the cleanest, most sportsmanlike conduct there, but hey, it's effective, and as you see, Myzery trying to choke the life out of Bobby Wasabi, stomping his neck closer to that bottom rope. And now Steampunk has to like where he's at. Has Bobby Wasabi in the corner. Ooh, and now a chop. One more time. Isolating Wasabi in the corner. You see him hook that left arm behind the rope to make sure there's no easy escape for him. Now Snapmare will bring things to the center of the ring once again. Wasabi in a world of trouble here. You know he won't want to quit, especially with his background. Instead, trying to elevate himself back to his feet. But one shot right to the small of the back. And now Myzery grounds Wasabi once again. Keeping the attack going, not letting off of the gas. And you see it has Bobby Wasabi still grounded. I don't know what kind of a cover that was. Lackadaisical to say the least, and now a knee drop right to the top of the chest. And a kick out now keeps Wasabi in it. You see the frustration on the face of Steampunk Myzery growing by the minute. Myzery with a few years experience over Bobby Wasabi, who just started wrestling this year. Ooh. Myzery, a graduate of the Firestar Pro Wrestling class of 2019 from their school. Shout out to LeBron Cozone.
Come on, one more time. One more time, come on.
Back to the action. Steampunk has Wasabi in the corner. Wasabi able to dodge now. Wasabi staggering a little bit, but able to get back to his feet and deliver some kicks right to the chest of Myzery. And Myzery in a whole world of it now. Wasabi's stumbling though. You see that those attacks and the holds that Myzery put on are taking a toll and gassing Wasabi out. That split decision to catch his breath cost Wasabi in the meantime, and now Myzery, head full of steam, no pun intended, spins him around, delivers a shot to the back, and now off the ropes. Baseball slide German suplex right on the back and the back of the neck of Bobby Wasabi. Go for the cover, Steampunk. You're just gloating outside. I would have rolled back in and tried to pin him because Wasabi looks down. Now what's Steampunk doing now? He's going up to the top. Middle rope now. Connects with that one into the cover. Now Myzery 1, 2. Wasabi kicks out. That was a Jerry Lawler-esque diving fist drop right there. Now you got to figure that a sense of urgency has to start kicking in here for Steampunk. You're unloading your arsenal on Wasabi, but you're giving him too much time to come back now. And it could be going in the favor now of Wasabi, but Myzery able to knock him back down to a knee. These two men just trading right hands. Wasabi now back to his feet. Myzery able to ground him again with the knee to the gut. Picks him up in a fireman's carry. Steampunk Myzery, what does he have in store here? But Wasabi, the elbows right to the chin. Dazing Steampunk Myzery. Wasabi able to get out of it. And now the kicks back to the legs of Steampunk Myzery. Moves up to the chest. Knee to the gut. Another one. Look at that tie clinch right there. Textbook. But ooh, look at Myzery able to sacrifice his forehead to push Wasabi off of him. Able to take one in order to give him some leverage. And now Wasabi, the elbows in the corner, mounting on Myzery. Snapmare and Wasabi off the ropes, kick to the small of the back. You give one, I'll give one. Penalty kick connects Bobby Wasabi. You see, he's looking for the end now. He does not want the pinfall. He is going into an armbar. Bobby Wasabi's got Myzery in a whole world of pain now as Myzery tries to make his way to the ropes and does. Back and forth we go here. I gotta give credit to Steampunk Myzery here. He is holding the explosive offense of Bobby Wasabi to a minimum here. Holding the striking abilities to a minimum. But when Wasabi, ooh, he just got caught up in the ropes there. Again, the ring awareness, the experience coming into handy here. Wasabi, though, in the flashes of offense that we've seen, has been proved that if he had full control of this fight, which he doesn't right now, Myzery up and oh my God, a slam into the cover. 1, 2, 3, just like that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Who the hell is Ollie Primo?